So now this one mark the end for this our cart page here now. So the next thing we want to now look at now is the what? Is the contact us page. How we can apply the what? These forms, CSS form now. So for the CSS form, there are two pages involved. So to apply this CSS to the form again, we are going to target different type of the form attribute here now. So that's going to be the contact us form now. These are contact us form here now. The element we are going to target is going to be all the form element. But before that, let me apply CSS to what? To the header section of this particular contact us page. But the first thing, like I said, the CSS file need to be applied to this page, which is CSS file we have been using. Okay, so and that I pick it from the index page here now. These are the CSS file here. So I must add it to the what? To the contact us page too. Okay, that down here again. So and there are some CSS class we already applied. If you look at this particular one, table header here, so we apply the CSS to the navigation here, and we also apply the CSS to the what? To the class logo here, making two. So we also apply CSS to the banner here. We don't do to banner, but instead of copying this one by one, especially for this navigation, that's why I copy, and we also apply CSS to the shares navigation here and there. So instead of copying this CSS one by one, I copy from this navigation I copy from this share center for the shares button. I copy for the navigation table. I copy for logo. That's why I highlighted every code that is covered by that particular section. That up to here. Apply it, I copy and now apply directly to replace it with the one they contact us again to that start from here to here. So with that one copy, it will apply CSS to every section of our contact us like this. The next thing now is the contact section here, which have its own CSS rule, and that one can be picked from the client section. We call client banner here. I copy it and I return to the contact us section here again, and look for section of the client banner, and I will now replace this one here too. Okay, that's it. So once I save this, our contact us page is now ready. So the next thing now is what? Is the form we are targeting here. Do you get it now? How can we apply CSS to this form? So returning back to my contact us page here now. Here it is. I move to the section where we have a form now. So we are going to apply CSS to some of these form elements which are very important, because the form we created there consists of some most important information: label, input type text, and the input type text for other name, email address, the phone number, the subject, and also we have a message here too. So if you return back again, these are something you want to apply the CSS to. So I will now return to my CSS file here now. So I can create another comment section again here to specify that the CSS here is now applying to the contact us page. So if you are looking for any CSS for contact us page, this comment will show. So to apply to all the form elements now, I'm going to use input. They are all okay. I'm going to start with label first. Label, okay. I'm using the HTML element now. Since the contact us page is the only where I have label. So that's why I'm applying the label here now. So I guess there's some label from somewhere, but we'll see. So I want the font size. Is it font size or color? Okay, let's say font size now. I want font size to be around something like 13, not to be too big. Okay, that's one. And I want the color for the text here to be to be green under contact us. Let me see these two. and I want it to also be bold too. That should be what? Font weight, and that should be bold, and I save this. So now automatically when I look at the contact us label here now, this CSS rule should be applied to that one, should apply to that contact us. Now this is a contact us, it should be applied to all the label in the contact us automatically. So can you see now? That is it. So this is the color we want to give today. So the next one now is it, we want to do what? To apply CSS to other text box here too. So I can return back to the CSS file here and now type input. When I say input like this, I can now apply the CSS rule. I want the width for those elements. I want the width to be 250 pixel. I don't know how I go to big now. And I want the height again to be 35 pixel. Okay. And any other information now? Okay, let's say this one like this. And let's see what happened to this element. Okay, good. Can I give them the border color again to make it green? Let's see now. I can say okay, border. Okay, border now. Border. Okay, I say border. Column 1 pixel. Okay. That should be solid, and still using my color that is green now. That's it. So I save this. So the moment now I check, you can see that's border color to all these elements instantly. You get it now. So input type is applying to this now, even though the button, you get it now. So but input is not applying to the text area, so then you have to create a text area separately now. So to do that again, and the button too, okay, the text area is not reaching this edge here, so I can return back to my CSS and not declare a separate CSS for the text area here now. So by coming down here and now see what text area, okay, I'll define the width for text area. Or what if, for example, now I copy text area here and apply, well, to not work because of the height. Text area height, okay. I can say comma here now and say text area. So it means this CSS rule here is going to affect what the text area too. So I save this and see the text area now. So the text area is now the same background color, but the box is not big enough because the text area is still using the height of the other one. So I can define the height separately for the text area here now. By coming down here, say the text area is going to use the other CSS rules which I have in input here, but the height is going to be what? To be different. So I can make height here for text area to be what? 80 now. And when I save this one, you see the height automatically will increase here now for the text area. That is it. You can see now. So this one can take as many elements as possible here too. That's it. And one more thing now is when I click inside the text box, you can see the cursor is close to the border. I have to shift the cursor a little bit to the right side, so I can apply what you call the padding to do that. You get it now? So that means inside this particular input for the text area here now, I'll say padding left. You can padding space to the left side like 15 pixel. So once I save this now and I check it again, you can see where my cursor is now moving from. That's the best area, so that it's not close to the border wall here. Now to the button. Since I want button to have a separate wall, I want to give button our specified color pattern which already defined. So I can return back to my CSS rule here now. And now declare input type for the button this time around. By say that input again, I will now define the same by say the type equal button. This one means that the CSS rule I'm written here is specifically for for the button. You get it now? Even though sometimes the best way we can write the CSS here is to list all the elements I want the CSS rule to be applied to. but using input cover everything at once. So with this button here, I can now define that one. Button is already taking the width and the height here. So I want the button now to work, to be able to have background color and text and border. So I can return back here and now say that what the background color for the button now is going to be what this. Okay, while the color of the text is going to be what white. Okay, and to font size, you want the font size I say it's going to be 13 point now. Okay, and I want it to be what, to be bold. Then I'm going to be what, font weight again now, and make it what, bold. Okay, so right here now, when I now check the button, you can see the button here, but button is not big enough. I want the width to reach here now. I can increase the width of the button. That means I have to set the new value for the width and the wall and the height. So here now, so the width for the button now, I can make it 280, while the height I make it 45. Okay, let me see what the button look like now. Good, 280 is a little bit, 270. Okay, 270 for the button now, and let me see what happened. Okay, good. So I think the button sum is too bold. Let me remove the bold. Maybe font weight normal. Okay, that's normal text. So I don't want it to be bold again, and let's see. Okay, that's good now. So this is button. You can see that one, the form here, the CSS here, these have been transformed now to what we have initially worked before, and look much more attractive than the previous one. You get it now. But not only that again, what about shooting whereby that one, I want the background of this particular button with all this text to show. You get it now. So button is not finished. The over. So return back here again, and I can now apply the over to this column 1 over state. So the weight should remain the same, the font normal should remain the same, but this time around we need to apply border. Okay, so border column 1 pixel, column 1 pixel, solid, and the color will be green, and the background color now will be white. Okay, and the color of the text now will be green. Oh yeah. Okay, so save this page again, and here now, good. So we get this. So this is applied to this text color. Okay, so but the same CSS rule that we apply to this particular word button, we can also apply to this particular word checkout form. But before that, there's something I noticed here now, which is in this particular word map is too close to the border up here now. A little bit space can be, or maybe it is okay. But the next one is we're searching here for office address, contact address here. Do you get it now? So let's see if we can apply, because it's made up of table again. That's under the word, that's under the contact us here now. This section I'm talking about here now. So we can set the CSS rule for this. The width and the height for this can be changed. So I copy this one, I cut it. Now say class equal what? I call it contact info. Okay, that is it. So returning back to my CSS, I can create another CSS rule dot what contact what info here now. Okay, these are the CSS rule I want to apply. Border will be 0 and the width and the height. So start from here now. That's going to be column what? Okay, width is 100%. Okay, now so the height has to be column 151 pixel. Okay, and you don't need the ID, but the border now you can use for table attribute border. We already learned before. So right here now, I copy the table border collapse here now. Okay, so I can return back to the CSS and apply this and the semicolon. So once I save this, this is not showing. Why? Okay, contact us is not saved. When I apply this one to save again, okay, yeah, still not showing any effect here. Okay, now so where's my CSS? Yeah, border collapse. Say border border no. Border column 1 pixel solid and color ash 00 green. Okay, so I save this again. Okay, yeah, that is it. So I want for the columns again now, each of the columns. So this contact info, you get now. Now we are applying to each of these columns here. Let me see the first column here or the second column here. Contact info has the width 100%, and that cannot work here now because the width of this column is 25. So what I will do now is this. Okay, so I will apply the new CSS according to class cd info now. So cd info will only contain this. Okay, it only contain this. I'll put it here, but I'll set the width here to 25%. Okay, so 25% now pixel. Okay, now so td info rule, I save this, return it back to what to here td info. Oh, class td info, sorry, class equal td info. So let me see how this one go to affect the table first. Okay, good. You can see now that is it now. So that means this table is now having this line here because that second column apply to. I want to apply to the last column here, which is the social media. So okay, I can now so I can return back here and say class where is it? This is td info again. I save. So this is the rule now. So this 25% is not making this look attractive the way I wanted. This address and this one. Okay, but let me use that 25% from here. Save. Okay, better. Good. So you can see now just apply the rule to this. This one also close to what? To the border here. You get now. So I think I can see apply the padding to adjust it again. Just the same way we did to the last one. So under the contact info here, I say padding 15 pixel now. to shift every information down here. Okay, sorry, I should apply to the column. That padding should apply to the column now. So this is CSS for the column here. So here now. Okay, and I save this element. So back to here now. That is it. So, but the office address and the telephone number is still close to the border. So that is it. So you can come down here and say slash. Okay, see the info, but the line will become double now. Return back to here. That's my contact us class TD info here too. Okay, save. You can see telephone class TD info to address too. Okay, I think I can cheat it before. And that is it. So that means here too we will also apply our CSS style to make this one complete. So the one more page you need to apply to now, that page is a checkout for the form. I mean it's a checkout page now. So returning back to my checkout from the home page here. So from the home page here now, so from the home page here now, I want to now navigate to what? I want to navigate to the checkout page. So I select the product here. I'm coming back to add to cart here. And yes. Hello, I'm with you. Are you using Amazon? Okay, so back to here, checkout. So I want to apply the CSS to this checkout form. The page here, checkout form is here too. So now, as I said there before, the first thing now is to do what? To also apply the CSS to the what? To the navigation page. Add the CSS link to what? To the contact us for this checkout page. So I have to apply the CSS link. So that is from here now. Let me click on the contact us. CSS link here. So this CSS file apply to the one to the checkout page. So after that again, we have yes. I'm with you. Can you talk? Hello. I can't hear you. Is it okay? You cannot hear me. Okay. Can you check your speaker then? Okay. I'll speak more louder, but I'm still shouting here. So I said that first thing we need to do to apply the CSS file link to the checkout page, which is here again. And at the same time, all the CSS we already applied to the extract of the word of this page again. I'm taking it from the contact us again. So I can copy it and I can replace it to the word, to the extract of the word of the checkout form, which is here now. Hello? 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 Ayomide, can you hear me? The network sometimes